Hey, before we dive into our series, I want to give everyone a quick update on our Launching Legacy initiative. And I just want to remind you, if you're new or if you haven't been here, kind of whatever our Launching Legacy initiative is. It's about SouthPoint's first permanent campus. And listen, our first permanent building has never been about comfort or convenience. Our Launching Legacy initiative really is about being a Christ-centered community that launches Jesus-led life change into our communities to do that for generations to come. I want to give you an example of what I'm talking about. This summer we took about 50 high school kids to Big Stuff where SouthPoint underwrote part of the cost. Did you know that at that trip 21 students made first-time decisions for Christ while they were there? Yeah, that's worth clapping for. Last week here at SouthPoint Church, we had Commitment Sunday, and between our two campuses, we had 8 elementary kids make first-time decisions, and then the first 6.5, 7 months, there have been 41 adult decisions. That means in the first 7.5 months, there's been 70 first-time decisions for Jesus just here at SouthPoint between our two campuses. And so our building is not about creating a place for us, it's about creating a launch pad so that Jesus is made famous in our communities. So I just want to give you a quick update on where we are. We're moving ahead really quickly. I'm going to go to the next slide. Our building plans, our architectural plans have actually been approved through the county. Our concept plan has been approved for a really long time. We submitted our major site plan. Most of that has been approved. We're waiting to hear back from 2 agencies, the State Highway Department and the Department of Public Works. And so we're getting close to having all of our permitting. We're just awaiting commitment letters from our lenders. We've worked with several different lenders. We've given them everything they need. Most of them have said, hey, it looks good. Here's what we think we're going to do. We're just waiting for the letter of commitment. And we've actually have opened our bid room, and so we're collecting bids from local contractors, local in this area, if they would like to work on this project. And so things are moving ahead really quickly. We're really excited about this resource that God could use to impact our community and our areas for Christ. And so I want to kind of go to the next thing, is the financial end. And so what does it take to have a building? Okay, can I try that one more time? Come on, everyone smile, it's okay. What does it take to have a building? What's the least favorite subject to talk about in church? You see the issue, okay? So we're just gonna give you a quick update. Listen, we had $1.8 million pledged over the next 3 years when we started last October. So far, we've raised $565,206.63. So we're tracking about 98% of the pledges. And this is a really strategic time in the life because as the lenders decide to lend to us, they're gonna wanna go, do you have the resources coming in from the pledges? And so this is a really vital time. And so I wanna say 2 things. To those of you that are giving, and whether you've pledged or not and you're giving, I want to say thank you to anyone who has given sacrificially above and beyond the general operating fund to support us loving people for Jesus. I just want to say thank you. What you're doing is going to make a difference in eternity. Hey, if you haven't joined us, I want to encourage you, would you prayerfully consider joining the Launching Legacy Initiative with your pledge or your donations as we continue to try to make Jesus famous in our community. Oh, and by the way, this is the coolest part. We're in the process of picking our groundbreaking ceremony date. And so in the next couple of weeks, you need to check on Instagram, you need to check on Facebook, you need to check our website as we kind of let you know when our groundbreaking ceremony is coming down the pike. So you're gonna wanna look at that in the next couple weeks.